Hi, everybody, and welcome back. It's great to see you all returning and continuing on our meditation journey together. I hope everyone's enjoying their meditations at home and being able to develop a bit of a routine with it. So today is the 17th day of our 21 days meditation series. And as mentioned before, even though the course is for 21 days, we'll continue to be a resource and a contact, so you can continue to meditate indefinitely. And we will be having more guided meditation courses after this one as well. But anyway, bringing it back to today, our session is Peace and Contentment, Acquiring in Order to Share Increases Our Satisfaction. So if you remember yesterday, we learned a bit about the Swadhisthana chakra, which is the second chakra up. So we're just moving up one position into the third chakra, which is called the Nabhi, and it has a bit to do with satisfaction and generosity and manifesting abundance and contentment in our life. But I'll leave those details to our presenter. Today's session will be led by Paul. He's been practicing for Saj Yoga for a really long time now, and he's led quite a few courses. So he's got a great program lined up. I think we're going to have a bit of information sharing about the chakras and a video excerpt and a guided meditation. But I'll go ahead and hand you off to Paul now. How are you going, Paul? Oh, you're on mute still.
There you go. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
All
so
good.
how do you reckon we get a good Nabhi?
Yes. Okay, so I think we can start tonight with, as James just explained, that we're doing the third chakra, which is, if you can see in the picture here, I'll just use my pen to point to it. That's the Nabhi chakra. And around that is a large green area, which we call the void. And they are also related to last night's presentation by Akshay with regards to the Swadhisthana, in the sense that the Swadhisthana rotates around the Nabhi chakra to create the void. So, but before we go too much into it, what I might do is we might just start with a 2-minute meditation, just so that we can get our attention right, and that we can just start to feel that meditative state before we go any further. So to start with, as we've all been shown, we can do the raise our kundalini and put ourselves in a bandhan, which is just rotating our right hand around our left hand and bringing it up to the top of our head. And just tying one knot. We can do that a second time. This is way more to do with our attention rather than the physical movement. So we're just trying to bring our attention to where our hands are. We can tie 2 knots on the second time. And the third time, when we get to the top, we can tie 3 knots. And then we can do our bandhan, which is taking our right hand on our left-hand side of the body and over the top of our head and then back. That's once, and we're going to do that 7 times, as you know. While we're doing this, we can just put our attention on each one of the chakras ascending in the subtle system. So that's 5, 6, and 7. And we can just close our eyes. Just trying to bring our attention to the present moment. The easiest way that we can do this is just by concentrating on our breathing. Taking some very slow, deep breaths. Holding it at the top for a couple of seconds. And then releasing. Then holding it at the bottom for a couple of seconds. So just trying to keep our attention in the present. If we notice any thoughts coming into our awareness, we just don't want to think about those at the moment. So as we watch our thoughts, we can just say, not this thought. Not this thought. So now that we've settled our attention, I can just try and stay in that state of meditation. And we're just going to try it, and I'll just give a little bit of an explanation about this third chakra. It comes well, the description of the actual course tonight is peace and contentment. So when we say peace and contentment, we try to think about what does that mean really. So peace and contentment comes when we're able to let go of our thoughts, when we're able to enter into the present moment. So by entering into that present moment, peace and contentment actually become a product of that process. And that meditative process that we do is actually allowing us to feel that sense of peace within ourselves. So just to go back probably a little bit, just in terms of how our thoughts and how our mind's actually working all the time, is that, as we know, we always think we potentially have thoughts about the future, which is our right side of our body. And then we potentially have thoughts about the past, things that have happened to us in the past. These, or conditioned thoughts, these all affect our present moment. If we can let go of the past and let go of thoughts from the future, we're able to actually experience that state of meditation and feel peace. So how does that relate to this chakra? So this chakra basically has 10 petals, and it has to do with our relationships, mainly between our family. It has our relationship with money, how we deal with money in the world. It's not about sort of going ka-ching and getting a lot of money. It's about how our relationship with how we use money and how we do it in a balanced way. And I think sort of that word balance is the key to whatever we do in the world. If we can do it in a balanced way, we actually tune into our natural functionality. So if we have the void that is around there, that is what we call our guru principle, which essentially means that being our own teacher, or being able to teach ourselves pure knowledge about ourselves. And that pure knowledge, we've got to have an understanding that pure knowledge is actually about the pure knowledge of our existence. How do I explain that? Our pure, how we actually have come into the world and our functionalities in the world. And that pure knowledge is what we're seeking to get when we use for instance, our vibrational awareness. That guides us in a balanced way into the world. So the guru principle is about teaching ourselves by looking within ourselves and understanding who and what we are. So that comes back to our meditation once again. The way that our thoughts work, if we can eliminate our thoughts in our mind, we can actually start to exist in a state of what we would call pure consciousness. So just imagine that we've let go of everything, every concept that we've got about ourselves and about the world. We've let go of all those thoughts, and what remains is our spirit. When we go into meditation, if we can get to that point, that's where our communication first starts, is that we can actually feel through our vibrations where there's potentially imbalances on our system. Even though we might be slightly out of balance, we can still feel imbalances on our system, and we're actually able to balance ourselves. So this is one of the very unique things about Sahaja Yoga and what Sri Mataji has presented to us all. And that is that sort of, we have the ability to look inside ourselves exist as our spirit and see where we have any problems and things that we might need to work on. So that's where we become our own teacher. That's where they become our own guru. If we can find that balance within ourselves, and that's the key, is getting to that state where we feel peace within ourselves. Once we start feeling that peace, where there's no conceptualization, that's when we really start to grow. That's when we really start to have a relationship with something that's not ticking over in our heads, our thought processes. So essentially, that's all I'm going to say about the Nabhi voyage. Shimadaji is going to give a talk now, and she's talking about different parts of this process in different talks. And she can probably explain it far better than I can, but we'll come back after the talk and we'll do a short meditation again.
Force will act, and this living force has to act through you. You become the medium of that living force. Actually, you become the master of it. How it happens is automatically, by the grace of God, it works out. You cannot sell anything that is the grace of God. What is the value of that? On this point only, many people discard Sahaja Yoga because they think that it cannot be sold, so it must be useless. It is so invaluable that you cannot pay for it. Now the rising of the Kundalini has to take place first of all. But with these three advantages, the fourth advantage is the highest, that you become the spirit. The spirit is the one who is the master in you. So you become your own master, you become your own guru. Nobody has to tell you, do this or do that. You are guided. Because as soon as the Kundalini rises, you start feeling the cool breeze in your hands. And these are giving you a new vibrations, a new dimension by which you know whether to do this or not. For example, you want to do something, you want to buy a book. You don't have to decide about it. As soon as you go near the book, either it will give you cool breeze, or it may make you hot, or may a little bit burn also if it's a horrid one. And you don't want to have that at any cost. You want to have the cool breeze because you enjoy it. So you just give up. You just give up things without anybody telling you, because your vibrations tell you. The spirit that is now shining your attention tells you. And you start understanding that now I have become my own guru. Because your guru is sitting inside you as a spirit. It has not yet manifested in your attention, and that's why you are worried. But just it manifests. And once it manifests, you are amazed that you yourself have become a guru of yourself. You don't need anybody else to tell you, but you can do it yourself. You can find out yourself. Nobody has to give any explanation or correction or anything. You just start improving yourself. Automatically it works. A little bit, if you know how to decode it and how to work it out, your problems, you just manage it. You become yourself a guru. That's the thing you have to be. So today the master within us is the spirit. But before realization, we are not the master. Because the master has not come in our conscious mind. It is not expressing in our conscious mind, in the sense that we are not empowered by its powers. The spirit exists, it has its own powers, but we haven't felt those powers within us. Once we feel the powers of the spirit, we are empowered by our own powers which are there. The powers are within us. These are our own powers. We don't have to borrow from anyone, ask from anyone, they are in ourselves. The spirit is within us. Only thing that spirit has to give light in our consciousness. It has to come in our consciousness. In simple medical terminology, we can say that the spirit must manifest itself in our central nervous system. In our central nervous system. It's very simple. That you become master of yourself and you master the disease also. You master everything. Because the master is within you. It has not come in your conscious mind. It's the only link is left. And when that happens, yoga takes place, union takes place. We should now completely keep ourselves limited to self-realization. About God, I'll tell you next time. Self-realization means to bring your spirit into your conscious mind. And that's what you have to become, the master. And that mastery is very simple because it's all built within you. Just it has to be connected. Like anything like a television set is to be connected to the mains. It's all built in, it's there. It just starts working. In the same way, you are that. You are that. Just it is to be connected. Whatever may be your caste, community, race, nationality, shapes, heights, anything, whatever it may be, makes no difference because all of you have got this great thing within you, this power of a rebirth. And you are to be born again and you will be born again. Why not today? When we talk about realization, one has to know, first of all, that we have to have patience with ourselves. I know some people don't feel so good. Some people still have sicknesses. Some people don't even feel vibrations sometimes. Have patience with yourself. When you become your own guru, first thing, as the guru has patience with his or her disciple, you must have patience with yourself. In that patience, you will learn that you can tolerate so many things without any trouble. There's say one person who goes on grudging, oh, this is not good, that is not good. Because they have no patience with themselves. If you have patience with yourself, everything you'll accept. Wherever you are with yourself because you are realized souls. So you won't frustrate, you will not get angry. And also you will not go on grumbling and grudging. Because you are enjoying yourself. So to develop the Guru principle within you, first of all, you must develop yourself fully. Now how to develop yourself for Guru principle, one must see. We have got the 10 principles within you, as I told you before. And we should develop these all 10 principles in such a way that we stand out from others. There should be absolute truths with it. So much so that you should manifest them. And all these truths have powers. By every truth that is within you established, you don't have to do anything, they work out themselves. So first of all, you must get your chakras all right. On the chakras, you must put your attention. After the samadhi state, you will start opening them out properly. Clear them out. Know what are the chakras that are bad. I've seen people who have very bad few chakras and many good chakras, but they will be only enjoying the good chakras and will not worry about the bad ones. Pay attention to your bad chakras. Cleanse them, cleanse them. Put all your attention to that. But it will happen. It will happen. Once you get your realization, your attention will be very, very nicely placed. Now, when you people know that this has happened, and when you become the master, you know the brake and the accelerator in you. But still, actually you are not the master, you are still the driver. And when you are a driver, you automatically do it driving, but still one should not say that you are a driver. You know the balancing of it, you know how to maneuver it, how to act. But then what happens? To become the master, what do you do? This realization takes place. Then you become the master and you see the driver, you see the accelerator and you see the brake in yourself. And you just enjoy like a master. When you become the master, you cannot be slave of anything. No more slavery. The real freedom lies in becoming the master of yourself. No use mastering others, just master yourself. But that mastering cannot be done by lecturing or by brainwashing or by talking to you, but it's a happening that has to take place. The Kundalini has to rise and has to give you realization. This, unless and until this happens, we should not say that we know. No, knowledge is not when we are not one with the divine. It's like a machine, or you can say a telephone not connected. We have to get our connection first, establish the connection, and then we become the knower. And the knowledge becomes a part and parcel. But this cannot happen to stupid. It's not meant for stupid at all, neither for the cowardly. It is meant for people who are courageous, who are people of wisdom, who are not given to nonsensical things easily. That's why in Sahaja Yoga there are two forces working all the time. You may get your realization today here, but I won't say that you sustain it. I won't guarantee that. The reason is we have two forces. One is centripetal and another is centrifugal. By one force you are attracted towards it. By another force you are thrown out, because you have come out of matter. And the matter tries to drag you down. You have to master it in such a way that the spirit sits on the top of the matter. And the matter doesn't dominate you anymore. And for that you have to meditate, and you will be in meditation. It's a simple thing to be done. There's nothing difficult. Sahaja Yoga is the simplest method. Now, you must know that the spirit is your guide, that you are your own guru, you are your own master. For this you have to put this right hand just on the left hand side of your stomach to nourish your guru principle, left hand side. At this point you have to say with full confidence, Mother, I am my own master. Mother, I am my own guru. Mother, I am my own guide. Say it 10 times with full confidence. See, the vibrations will improve. Now don't think of any other gurus. Forget them. You are your own guru. You don't need a guru. You are a saint. The spirit is going to guide you. Your vibratory awareness is going to guide you. Now in our mantras we say that, Mother, I am my own guru. But saying that, do we realize that if I am my own guru, this I and my guru, between the two, what have I achieved? Where am I? Can I guide myself? Have I got the light of the Spirit on my attention so well established and manifested that I can guide myself and guide others later on? First of all, in the Guru principle, it is important that you see to yourself the introspection. Can I be my own Guru? Have I become my own Guru? So in the introspection you find out what's gone wrong with you, how you are made this way, what's wrong in my own personality. It has come from all the surroundings and the way people have been putting ideas into my head. You should have your own ideas. You shouldn't worry what Plato said and what Socrates said and what this thing said. What do you think? After all, you are enlightened people. And when you start, seeing this way yourself, then you'll be amazed a kind of a sweet humor about yourself develops. And you really become a very interesting, magnetic personality. And a very enjoyable person, extremely enjoyable. Everybody will seek your company. This is what is the sign of your Guru principle being enlightened. Of course, they have said that you should get detachment, you should not have any attachment to this and that and that and that. This is all talk. But actually, only introspection and assumption, or we can say the knowledge of your own depth itself will give you that feeling. If you have that knowledge that I am a Sajogi and my depth of divinity is so great, that itself will be more than sufficient for you to exist as the topmost Guru. So everywhere you start seeing Sahaja Yoga, when your heart knows what your brain knows. I've known people who know all the mantras very well, everything very well and all that, but in the heart. So put it in the heart. In Sahaja Yoga, the Guru is not through his brain, but through his heart. May God bless you.
So I think Srimataji just explained very well about us becoming our own master and our communication with our spirit. And I think sort of when we first started meditating, it's very peaceful and relaxing, and we get some benefit out of it in the sense that we feel quite relaxed afterwards. But as we develop our meditation techniques, it actually goes a lot deeper. We actually learn to have a communication with our spirit. And that communication with our spirit becomes very fulfilling in the sense that if we're not sure what to do, we can always fall back on the spirit and go to that state where we're not thinking, but any problem that we may have, we can put it to our spirit. And I think it's only through experience that you start to notice that things actually work out. And I think anyone who has been meditating for quite some time, doing Sahaja Yoga meditation, has had these experiences, and it's I always like the analogy when you're trying to force something to work and you just keep on trying and trying and it doesn't work. But it's only when you let go and almost give up on the situation that then something works out. If we're trying to use our thoughts, or we're trying to make a situation the way that we want it to be, it may be not the way the situation needs to be. So sometimes we need to learn that humility in ourselves, that we can just let go of it, and something maybe better arises out of it. And from my own experience, I've experienced that on a number of occasions, and it just seems to be a way of your communication with your spirit. So when you find that peace within yourself, your communication with your vibrations in your hands, and you're able to decode where you need to work on. So we're just going to try another little meditation just for another 5 minutes, and we're just going to try and feel peace within ourselves. So we're going to close our eyes once again, taking a couple of slow deep breaths. Just allowing ourselves to feel peaceful within ourselves. Once again, we're just going to step back from our thoughts. So if we look at our thoughts are happening, but we can ask ourselves the question, what is it that sees the thoughts? It's our consciousness, it's our awareness. This gives us the ability to have the witness state whereby we can see our thoughts. And when our thoughts subside, this awareness, this consciousness exists as its own, on its own. It exists within all of us. And it is completely peaceful. If we notice any thoughts coming into our awareness, we can say, not this thought. Not this thought. I am the spirit. I am the awareness. I am the consciousness. Beyond my thoughts. Taking our right hand and just rotating it around that void area. Just around that, your stomach. Just rotating in a clockwise direction. You can say, Mother Kundalini, please make me my own master. Please allow me to feel the peace of my spirit. Please make me satisfied. Please make me a generous person. As we do this, we can listen to a mantra for the void area. You can please have the mantra for the void. Just place our hands open on our laps. Still keeping our eyes closed. And the understanding that if we're actually going to develop our meditation, our thoughts need to come to a standstill. And we have to do this for ourselves, that we bring our thoughts to a standstill. Once again, we can watch our breathing. It's our responsibility to keep ourselves in the present. I'm just going to continue to meditate for a little bit longer. And just listen to a little bit of music. But once again, very important to maintain that state of thoughtlessness.
Mamba Lalita Devi Shive Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha Lalita Devi Ma Bhavani Ambike Namastasye 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 Namo Namaha
So we're just trying to maintain that peaceful state within ourselves. Just try to notice how we feel within ourselves. We can see if we can feel that coolness above the top of our head. And try a little bit closer and a little bit further away. And try with the left hand. We can hold our hands up off our lap. We can just see what we can feel in our hands. So whenever you're ready, you can just slowly open your eyes. We can just notice that sort of that peacefulness within ourselves. And that can finish up the meditation for tonight. But just to finish our meditation, we just need to raise our kundalini and put ourselves in abundance. Tying one knot, raising our kundalini again for the second time. Tying two knots. This is more to do with our attention, and we're trying to maintain that state of meditation. And the third time, we can raise our kundalini. We can tie three knots. Taking our right hand to our left hand side of the body, and we can take it over the top of our head and back. That's the first chakra. Second chakra. Third. Fourth, the heart chakra. The fifth, the Vishuddhi chakra. The sixth, the Agya chakra. And seventh, the Sahasrara. So I hope everyone's had a nice meditation, and we can leave it there. But I just wanted to thank all the hosts of these programs. These guys have given a lot of their own time to do this every night for the 21 days. And they've given us all an opportunity to present Sahaja Yoga, which is actually a great honour. As you can see in the photos behind me, Srimataji is there, and she gives this information free of charge. We're not trying to sell you anything here. We all know, we all get the benefits of and enjoyment of doing meditation, and it's actually enjoyable passing it on to other people. So I hope your meditation journey continues and that you continue to develop that state of meditation. So we can leave it there.
Thanks so much, Paul. That was a really wonderfully led session. Feeling really settled out after that. I liked how throughout the meditation you made a point to remember when we're meditating to actually be in the state of thoughtlessness, because I would say for myself, even meditating after so many years, sometimes it's easy to sit down and feel like you're meditating, but forget for your attention to be in a state of thoughtlessness. But it can be difficult to obtain, I think, in the beginning. What do you think?
Definitely. And I think the meditation it's all about practice. If you continue to practice it, you actually develop some strength. It's like training, going to the gym or something like that.
Right.
As soon as you stop doing it, you kind of lose that strength. But I think over the years of my meditation, you have good times and bad times. It's not always perfect, but right. I think developing starting to recognize when you're in that state of meditation and trying to stay there as much as you can, and taking on the responsibility of it's your responsibility to stop your thoughts. And I think that's where breathing techniques for me is that sort of if my mind is wandering quite a bit, I would always just resort to putting my attention on my breathing, get back to basics, and get a state of thoughtlessness.
Definitely. I've also had good luck with using the breathing techniques, the pranayama, to slow down my thoughts and extend that gap between the thoughts, for sure.
Ideally, you want to let go of the breathing techniques, but it's a good way of slowing down that sort of process going on in your head all the time.
Right. Or maybe at times if it's a bit tougher.
That's it.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again so much.
No, thank you.
Yeah, I'll just share my screen over to the resources page. So here we are on the resources page where we joined through Zoom or YouTube as well. All of the sessions are recorded and posted here if you want to go back and review any of them. So today was here, day 16. This video will be posted here. Our class for tomorrow is Peace and Content. Oh, no, sorry, that was today's actually. Tomorrow will be Fearlessly Following Our Spiritual Path. So we're just sort of moving up the chakras. So today we focused on the Nabhi, which is in the abdomen area, as you saw, and tomorrow we will be moving on to the heart. And of course, the heart has to do with having confidence and having love and having compassion. So it should be a great class tomorrow. Just want to point you out to a couple resources. I can't remember if I pointed this one out yet or not. A beginner's guide to Sahaja Yoga meditation. So sorry, here we are in the resources. If you expand this into all resources and go to a beginner's guide to Sahaja Yoga meditation and click on this link here. This PDF has basically everything in it, everything we're covering during this course, from basics of raising the Kundalini and giving yourself a bandhan, daily meditation. And then you can see here, it moves through all of the chakras, just as we've been doing. So yesterday was Swadhisthana, today's Nabhi. Well, we did a bit of Nabhi and a little bit of Void as well today, but tomorrow will be the heart. So there's really good detailed information that you can read through here about the chakras and how to meditate. And it's a really, really fantastic resource. So I'll just leave that with you. If you have any questions, feel free to chuck them in the chat or put them into the WhatsApp chat as well. And we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Yeah, I'll leave it there. Thanks everyone for joining. It was really lovely, and see you all tomorrow.